Welcome to Blonde Cards and Crafts. Let's make something together. Hello crafters, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to make a card using the Love from Lizi January 2024 card kit, and it's called Sending Sunshine. This is a beautiful kit. I've done an unboxing. You can find the link to that down in the description. There's also extra products available that you can purchase from Lizi's website that accompany or go well with this kit, and I'll leave a link to Lizi's release video down in the description as well. While you're down there, you'll also be able to find links to the subscription kits, as well as Lizi's website, to the other design team members, to my Facebook group called Your Cards and Crafts, as well as Lizi's Facebook group, and lots more down there. So without further ado, let's go ahead and make a card using this beautiful kit. So this card is going to be a Showstopper card. I'm going to make a double gatefold easel card using products from this kit. Now I have some blue cardstock from my stash. This is Lidl's cardstock, so it actually comes longer than 12 inches long, but you can use an A4 piece of cardstock for this piece. For these two pieces. So I have two pieces in blue, and they measure 11.5 by 5 3/4, because this card is going to be a it's going to be just shy of a 6 by 6 card. It's going to be 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. But I thought that would give you room to put it into a 6 by 6 envelope if you have a ready-made one. If you're making an envelope yourself, they generally make up to be 6 1/4 by 6 1/4. But there'll be a bit of bulk to this card, and I thought that would allow for the bulk, whether you're using a shop-bought envelope or making one yourself. But you can make this to any size. I just happen to be doing it this size. So our two pieces of blue cardstock are going to be scored at 2 7/8 and 5 3/4. And like I said, these measure 11.5 by 5 3/4. So that's those two there. One will be the easel card, and the other will be 2/3 of our gatefold card. The other part of our gatefold card is this piece, and this piece measures 6 1/4 by 5 3/4. Again, I'm going to score this at the 2 7/8 mark, and then at 5 3/4. That'll give us a little 1/2 inch tab there. I have two pieces of white cardstock, and these both measure 5.5 by 5.5. One piece will go on our easel base, and the other will go in the center of our gatefold. I've got some pattern paper that I'm going to use to decorate our gatefold card, and you can see I've cut these down like so it joins together. These four pieces measure 2 5/8 by, and then I have this strip here. This strip measures 5.5 by 3/4 of an inch, and I have some foam tape on this. This will be our stopper as part of our easel. And to embellish, I'm going to use these two pieces of ephemera. We got lots of product in our kits. We got some lovely gems. We got a gold gel pen. We got pipe cleaners, all sorts of things. These two I'm definitely going to use, and I may embellish my card further once I have my card stamped and assembled. So that's all the pieces we need. Let's go ahead now and do some assembly. So for our easel card, we have two score lines, and I'm going to burnish those two score lines, and they are mountain folds. So one mountain fold, two mountain folds, and our easel card then will sit in this way. It'll sit up like this, and our gatefold will sit across. One of the white pieces of cardstock I have will sit in here. I want to stamp on that, and of course we'll need our stopper piece. that should go up around there. It's gonna stop pretty high up like so, because I've got my little straw piece of ephemera here. I'm going to pop that there, and you can see I've put foam tape on that, but not right up to the top because it overlaps a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp a sentiment here. So on the gatefold part, you can write a message on there if you want, or you could put a little hidden message back here if you wanted either. So, and I'll probably put a little message here with tuck me, and then over here I'll put tuck me, so the person will know that they're meant to tuck that down like so. Because some people just don't understand how an easel card works. But if I'm sending this to someone, I generally, what I'll do is I'll have pictures from having made this and put it up on my website. And what I usually do is I'll send the card, and then on the day of the birthday, I'll message them with a happy birthday and an image of the card showing them, you know, I hope you were, you know, able to figure out how the card works. That's what I do a lot of the time. Okay, so let's move on now to the gatefold part of our card. So on our gatefold, we have this piece here, which has our little tab. That little tab is going to go this side to the left because it's going to join on to this piece. So we have a score line, we have a 5 3/4 inch piece. Our little tab will sit behind that, and then we'll have a score line there. So our doors are going to accordion fold into each other and out. So it'll be a nice big display card. You could put photographs and everything on this if you wanted. I'm going to have this part here, which will have my white piece of card. That'll sit on there like that. I'm going to stamp a sentiment here. I'm also going to put my little donkey down here as well. And I'll be able to stamp a birthday message, and I'll have room to write up here so you can write the message. So I haven't figured out exactly where I'm stamping my sentiment, but once I do, I'll then know where I've got room then to write. So I've got my 2 pieces of pattern paper. One is going to go on there like that, and then these 2, and I'll make sure that they're joined the right way. They're going to go like that. So when my gatefolds close, my 2 little donkeys here and here, they're going to join up. So whatever pattern paper you're using, make sure that when your gatefold doors close, that your pattern join up. They don't have to, but it is more pleasing to the eye. So that is our gatefold and our easel card. I've got some stamping to do on this, and I have some stamping to do on the other white piece of card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue these pieces down, and then I'm going to go and do some stamping. So let's go ahead now. So now with this piece, you need to burnish these 2 score lines. The little 1/2 inch score line will become a mountain fold, and then this one is a valley fold. Or you can say this is a valley fold and this is a mountain, but they're opposite to each other. That's what they need to be. So this one needs to tuck under here like so. Then this one will come over here, and then we'll fold this one and fold that one. And it's nice when they meet in the middle, right up against each other. My 2 are just shy of meeting up in the middle, but I'm not bothered about that, guys. It's a handmade card. It doesn't have to be right up against each other. If it does, that's great. If it doesn't, don't sweat the small stuff. So I'm going to add some Kalal glue onto this tab. I'm going to stick that onto my gatefold base, and then I'm going to go ahead and add my pattern paper to my card base. So now I have my white piece stamped here, and I've used a stamp from my stash. It's a made to surprise stamp, sending a huge happy birthday to you. And this is the large Showstopper Sentiments A5 stamp set. I'll have links below in the description for you. So all I need to do now is pop my donkey down, and I'm going to use some of my Collal glue for that because it's to hand. I could have put this up on some foam, but I think I'm going to leave this flat. And you'll have noticed I've put my sentiment over there on the top right because my donkey is going down here to the bottom left. So I figured what I could do is I could put, you know, to the person's name here, or just write, you know, Margaret or Caitlin or whatever over here, and then I have room here for my sentiment to say from Simone and Mike, lots of love, and etc. So hence the reason. And I think it kind of balances well with the donkey down on this bottom left and the sentiment up on the top right. So I'm just going to glue this down, and again I'm going to use my Collal glue. This is a construction glue, it's not water based. So it has a slight odor to it. It has really strong stick. So when this dries, it dries rock hard. So it gives great strength to any of your makes. It also takes a little bit longer to dry. So you may have noticed that when I was putting down my pattern paper on the doors, that these ones were a little larger than these ones, so I had cut them incorrectly. So I was able to just peel it back up before the glue set, and I was able to cut them down and re-stick them down. So that's one thing I love about the Collal glue. So now we have that done. All we need to do is add our pieces to our easel part, and I love this, sending sunshine wishes for your birthday. I just think that's lovely. And again, a hidden message could always be put on this part of the card as well, because you won't see it when the card is stood up. So that always looks, you know, it's always nice if you want your message hidden. You could also put a piece of white cardstock the same size as this on the back here, and you could also, you know, write your message back here if you wanted. I tend to just stamp my little logo on the back there. So now that's that piece down. I'm going to pop down my haystack next. And I had some black foam pads in my stash, so I've used those. I'm also going to use a little bit of my Collal glue on the back of this. It'll just give me a little bit of wiggle room, and it just adds to the adhesive as well. So I'm going to sit that down there. And then we'll take our little release tape off the back of these foam pads. And again, I'll add a little bit of liquid glue. I need to refill this bottle. And then I'm going to pop that on here. And I'm just going to sit it down behind my great thing about having the glue on it. So I just want to make sure that's straight. It looks straight enough. So that will sit on there like so. Love that. So now all we need to do is stick this onto it. So that'll sit on like that. What a wow card. That is definitely a display piece. So we want to add some adhesive onto here, and then if we close this up, we're going to sit this over the back here. So that's going to sit on top there. So we won't have any adhesive up the top here. It'll only be on that part there. So I'm going to add my Collal glue to this. You could use double-sided tape If you wanted, you could use a bit of both if you wanted. So I'll add my collal glue along there. And then we just want to allow that time to dry. So you can just sit the card down like so. Give it a few minutes for your glue to set. Unless you're using double-sided tape, give it time to set. And then once it's ready, you can open it up. And that then will sit like so. That is fab. So now you can, you know, put little images on this or on the inside here. I like that they're just plain like that. And like I said, you can write a little tuck me here and tuck me there. And if the two come together, just make sure that you can't see, you know, on there. But I'm not going to write that on there yet. I'm going to leave it for now until I decide who my card is going to. This is so big, I cannot actually show it on the screen, but there will be pictures at the end and you'll be able to see it. I do love this. I think it is so cute. The only thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to finish it off using some of the gems that came in the kit. So there we go. There is our beautiful double gatefold easel card, and doesn't that look fabulous? So I have a 6x6 shop bought envelope here, and my card fits into it beautifully, and it slides in and out lovely. So if you have shop bought envelopes, they should fit in. And I just love this card. I think it is so cute. I haven't put a belly band on. I haven't put anything on the front because this isn't the focus for our card. The focus for our card is what's going on in the inside. So we have a gatefold and then we can bring it up and tuck it in. And I think this would be a brilliant card if, you know, it was a big birthday. Like if this card is going to someone, I can die cut out the card, you know, the recipient's numbers. So if it's going for a 13th birthday or, you know, a 20th, I have room here to put the numbers, or I can put the person's name, or, you know, I've also got room on the door panels to do that as well. So I think this card could really, really be embellished to suit whoever the recipient is, I think. I love the sentiment, sending sunshine wishes for your birthday. I think that's lovely there. And I'm happy with sending a huge happy birthday to you, seeing as we're sending a huge card. And we have room back here for a little hidden message if we wanted. And if not, we have room here. You know, there is room on the card. So that is it, folks. That is our big Showstopper double gatefold easel card. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. If you have, please let me know down in the comments below. Give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you're not a subscriber to my channel. Ding the bell and that way you'll be notified when I post another video on my channel. There's links down below to Lizi's website for subscriptions, for add-on products, as well as the design team members. There's also links to products I've used and to my Facebook group called Your Cards and Crafts, where you can share any of my makes that you make yourself, and also Lizi's Facebook group. So if in doubt, have a look in the description below. So that's it. I'm going to leave it there, folks. I hope you've enjoyed this card make, this card style, and until next time, I'll see you again real soon. Thanks for watching, folks, and bye for now. Bye bye.